Today I will introduce the Android game Games of War. Don't be scared from the many icons. New players can get a bit overwhelmed by the sheer amount of options you can unlock, but at first only a few of them are available, and while you keep going, more and more will unlock, and you get more options to spend your free time. Currently I'm at level 1085, so I have played this a long time. I'm pretty far in the game. I have unlocked all the countries or towns from the above world, each of which has a quest series with story and missions where you can collect stones which you need to unlock skills of units, and there's challenges. There's so much to do. Once you have unlocked towns, you get rewards in regular intervals, like gold and souls that you need for upgrading units. I think this is a bit too much to explain, so the best way is to just play it. I shall try to demonstrate this by a mission. These are the daily missions. You can kill 100 troops and gain gold, which will help you buy stuff. Or you can search for runes, seek glory, or play for verse 4. This is another topic that needs a whole video to be explained. Anyway, let's just show how the game is. So, you have a team that you can assemble from various units you gain through playing. You can earn various weapons and upgrade them, and then there are the banners to suit your colors and give you bonus mana so that you gather energy quicker. You have classes which again have skills. I have to laugh because it's so crazily complex, this supposedly simple match 4 game. They have put so much into it, so much story and options. You can play it for ages and not get bored. That's why the company behind it is called Infinity Plus 2, I think, which is a very accurate name. So you have your team, and once you have everything set up, you can save the team. Wait a minute. There. Here are the various team slots. Again, as long as you progress in the story, you will unlock more and more team slots to save, so that you don't have to select teams for quests every time you need something. And then, once you have done everything, you can scout the enemy, so you don't run into your doom, and get information about their stats, their skills, and their traits. These are passive abilities that they unlock during battle. And the battle takes place as follows. It's your normal, so to speak, match 4 game. If you match 3, everything is as usual. If you match 4, you get an extra turn, or anything above 4. And my goal is to match either skulls, so that I can do direct damage, or gather energy to use my skill points and the skill abilities to damage the enemies indirectly. Most of my skills depend on blue or green. This, for example, is a 4-stone combination the game already suggested. If you do it, you get an extra turn, so you can continue combining them. And here's a skull combo. Those are regular skulls that don't do much except let you attack directly. But those here are skulls that actually explode when you combine them in the radius around them, which will give you half of the mana you normally would get. Choop. And then you successfully defeated the mission, not the mission, the enemies. You get your rewards, and you continue to hard and extreme for more rewards. There is a treasure hunter mode, games, which you will unlock while playing treasure hunt. It's a very chill, relaxing game, which you can play infinitely. And each 15 turns you manage, you get an extra stone, which you can use again for upgrading your units. I need a combination. So your goal is to upgrade those different fields from single coins to the vault door, which is the most valuable.
Extra turn.
In the treasure hunter event, it's a bit different than usual. You need to combine at least 5 to get an extra turn. 4 are not enough. If you combine 4, nothing happens to your turn counter, and if you combine less than 4, you lose a turn. And once you have run out of turns, you will just get what is on the field. So, which one shall I combine? Here. The combinations you want to make are 4 or more. You can wait a bit for the game to tell you which move it recommends, but those recommendations aren't always in your best interest. So it's best to check yourself to see if you find a better option. Don't blindly trust the PC. I said the PC because even though this is an Android game, I play it on Bluestacks for PC. Which is very comfortable. I have the huge monitor of the computer to see everything and not the tiny screen of my cell phone. Which one? Help. Nice. Up there. I usually try to work my way from below to above, so that I don't lose fields and have more room to work with. Well, this is not going to be a very successful round, but it will be enough for showing what this mode does. Yay! There. here. This one. For game combination. Let's call them games for convenience. A red chest, second best. And I'm out of turns. This is the last one. Which I can use for... Sure, let's do this. Oh. I... Still playing. No, it's the last one. Here you can see everything you have collected. Glory keys. Leave. So that was another mode of the game. And there is the shop, where you can spend a fortune. I've never actually spent... That's not true. I spent 10 bucks one time, once since I played it, to help my guild. But it was a one-time event only. Other than that, I have played it just for free. You gather chests from all sorts of games, but the easiest way to gather chests is to join a guild. Then you other guild members will solve various tasks, or you can do this as well. Let's pick a cheap one. I'm a bit poor, I don't have that much money. Let's go with this. You can only pay a part, or you can complete it. I'll go for Why is it so expensive? Ah, I skipped to the next level. I didn't know this. Good to know. Complete once gets you to 100,000. 100,000. And then you can skip ahead. Huh. Found something new. Anyway, so I can complete it once. And you get messages like this one when you or your guild members have done a task, and you can claim them. Easy as that. So that's the easiest way to get material and keys, for example, which you can exchange for units and stones and other stuff that will help you make your way through the game. Lots and lots of units. I think it's more than 1000 units that you can collect, and they keep expanding. And on the bottom line of the list you see which stones you found and other stuff. Then there is games. Legend Reborn is a story mode that is currently available, which is in a cartoon style. I actually enjoy this one. Thierry found the sign she was looking for. This is me, my avatar, and the small pet I have. They include it in the cartoon. As heading towards the Divinian Fields. Quite the opposite. They didn't have that in the past, but I haven't played the game in a long time, so I can approve of this new update with a cartoon style. battle. For pony! Any pony can do this. Let's quickly end this one. I need blue or green. And I have neither.
Mana surge.
Meh. Blue or green?
Mana surge.
Perfect. So my units this year, they are some of the strongest units you could get. So since I have been very active, so they're very overpowered at parts. The Queen Beatrix, for example, can get almost infinite turns. And this weapon gives the enemies all negative effects, so they can't really do much against you anymore. At least one of the enemies. And this dragon kind lady here can summon other allies in case you lose one, and maybe get an extra turn. But all of which is stuff you will take a lot of time to get. At least as long as you play it as free to play and don't spend real money, because grinding takes time. Blue would be nice. Oh, this works. There's blue.
Mana surge.
Kill him.
Mana surge.
Okay. This skull, I think, makes everything explode that is below him. It's also a pretty new element of the game.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Which I encountered once I returned to playing it. So that was a bit of story, which I can continue later. Another element of Games of War is PvP, where you can ascend to higher ranks and get more rewards. You can select the difficulty of the enemies, from easy to average to challenging enemies, and pick the one you want to fight, scout him to see if you are up to the task. This is a very nice enemy, a great unit that I would like to use, but never got the chance to. Difficulty? No, we will leave the difficulty as it is. I don't need additional gold. The PvP is a lot more challenging, because it can be very unforgiving, and the enemies you face are much stronger than the small fry enemies I killed before. So I have to be very careful about every move. I need to go for shield. Combining brown gems will give me a shield, which will protect me for one attack. And then I'll have to take the hit on next turn, because I need to start collecting mana. Oh, he didn't combine those skulls, but he's ready to, or better, she is ready to use her very devastating skill. Or she would be, but I can stop her in her tracks by doing this. Okay, now I got some spare room and time to maneuver before the other ones charge up. But there's always the risk that she will recover from the status effects I've given her. So let's not... Ooh, this one's ready as well. Must stop him ASAP. Curse on you. My team is not built on strength, it's built on speed. So I try to get mana before the enemy can get them, to have an advantage. Like this here. Which looks a lot like Queen Celestia from My Little Pony. And it might be. Anyways, she has a great skill, which gives me the mana I need, hopefully. I'll pick green. Nice. I can curse the next enemy. I'll curse this one. Things are going smooth. Any for game combination, maybe? Nope. So let's curse the last one. Epic. Of course there will be battles that you can and will lose. This here, I think, is... Yes. There are some players who put enemies in the game that you can only win against in order to help new players rise in the levels and get some free PvP levels, which is very nice of them. So they say, I'm okay with having inferior defense stats, but I will help those who are new to the game. Which usually would work, but in this case we have a Battle Crasher. This unit just appeared randomly in the battle, replaced one of the current units, and she actually has a few skills. Those are harmless, except for the very high stats, because the player is very skilled.
Mana surge.
But I need to take her into consideration. Still 42 life, that's painful. So I need green mana or blue. Or a shield. No. That didn't hurt. Green or blue?
Mana surge.
This might take a while. Because he has really high stats. Now, my main hero, my battleship, is going down. Slowly but surely. And I'm all better.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
This one.
Mana surge.
They have so much life left. One down.
Mana surge.
So I try to combine 4 game combinations that are not useful to me, even though they seem like a waste, because one of my units makes the other stronger every time I combine 4 games. Which is Emperina. Give 2 life or magic to allies whenever you match 4 games or more, which is a really strong spell. It makes Queen Beatrix attack stronger every time. Green. I want some greens. Ooh. Wow. The enemy randomly transformed to this one. Queen Beatrix. And she's almost charged up. So much going on here. Okay, what I need is this here. Oh. That was another PvP battle, which was a little bit more difficult than I had anticipated. And there is the Underworld, which also has many regions you can unlock, and which has a different game of playing, the delves. For delves you have a pre-selected preset. You can't pick anything you want. You have to select from certain colors or certain unit classes. Here, for example, troop restrictions. I can use only units that have blue or red in their combination. Don't ask me why I can use this one, even though it has green without any other color of those two. Probably because it's a weapon. I have no idea. Anyway, the delve mode has your regular battles, as you have seen them in the other parts of the game.
Mana surge.
But there are some main differences. First of all, if one of your units dies or gets in a different position,
Mana surge.
it will stay that way till you are done with the delve. So in the next delve battle you would have only 3 if one of them dies, which can be a real handicap. So you'd want a unit that can either stay alive or units and weapons that can summon other units to complete your roosters again. This one and this. Wow, that's a strong unit. And by winning delve battles you can upgrade the chest level, and as soon as you have defeated the last one, the boss, which you can also do by skipping levels. You can just go to the 4 and the other one and straight here. You don't have to do the other ways, the side streets. You can just go for the boss, but that will give you a lower room treasure multiplier in the end, so you get less treasure. And there are random effects every time you face someone in the delves, which affect the whole duration of the delves. So for example, all future enemies gain water spirit, gain 1 blue magic. This would apply to every battle as long as I am here in the delve. And once you have done it, you get materials for upgrading your weapons mainly, and you get those rare shards, which you can use in the portal to summon unique units that are the featured units of the delve, so to speak. That's how I got my Queen Bee. Queen Beatrix from the Deep Hive. But it's starting to get tiresome to speak so much in English without a break, so I'll make a stop here. I hope it wasn't too bad, and I can recommend the game to those of you out there who are looking for an Android game that's been out there for many years and that will probably be out there for many more years to come.